This is what I was talking about earlier. True story, what happened. But quit middle mode. Especially for you melanated women, think you don't need no man, so on and so forth for whatever reason. Go watch your African love movie. Go watch you some African love movies. Get your mind right. Yep. Mental note. Do that in your spare time. Watch you a African love movie. Get your mind right. Because you're going to need your mate in these last days. But as I was saying, it's a true story, really happened. Freaked me out when it happened. Like I said, the animals, follow me around where I am in the world. But anyway, this day, I get to the block. I'm not in the country. I'm outside the country. I'm going to get a crib for my sister. Because, that's my sister, but we can't live together. So I'm about to go get a crib for her. My crib about 2 blocks away. The cribs over there, people, was like $160, $200. And we ain't talking about no garbage. We talking about like a brand new crib you would stay in over here for $800 to $1,500. Yeah, we talking about that. Yeah, $100, $200 in this country. So anyway, I'm about to go try to get the crib. It's the house, upstairs, downstairs, perfect for my sister. Cause she more of an outside person. So I get on the block. A dog greeted me. So I stopped. It's like he said hello, was at my knees or whatever, like he was saying hello. So I'm like, hey, I was used to it in this country. So many animals, everything, they always was around me when I was outside. Even at my door, even if I wasn't outside, they was outside my door waiting for me to come outside. So that dog greeted me. So I get in front of the house. This house is a new crib, people. Not no old raggedy crib, new crib. One of the taxi drivers told me about. So I get in front of the crib. The lady said, I'm running late, wait for me. I said, cool, bet, wait for you. I'm right here. I'm just standing there. I'm not moving, I'm not talking because I'm by myself. I'm just standing there. So here come a whole row of dogs. A whole row of dogs. And I never forget it. I think the last one was a Doberman Pinscher. Because I can't stand them dogs. They're creepy. So, my mama used to have one. So, all the other dogs went past me just fine. He at the end of the line. He stopped. He looked at me. I looked at him. I said, fool, what's wrong with you? He looking at me like, can I go past? Can I not go past? I said, oh, you one of them demon dogs. I said, man, go ahead on. I don't want nothing with you. Go on right behind them. I don't want nothing with you. It's always your spirit. Because I was asking the woke prophet. I said, why animals always around me? I don't care where I'm at in the world. It'd be a buckload of animals around me. He was like, it's your spirit. I said, okay. I said, I kind of figured that was, because my grandma been long gone. She used to tell me stuff like that. But I said, I kind of figured that's what it was. They follow me around wherever I'm at. So I told dog, go ahead on. So he looked at me again. He walked on, caught up with the other dogs. But yep, when John, that's on YouTube, he had to change his name because he used to be Royalty Club 777. But he be telling so much truth, they always kicking him off TikTok, YouTube, whatever. But his name is John. I can't think of the last name of his page, but I usually repost him. He said, yeah, some of these people so miserable and messed up, the Heavenly Father then brought them back as animals. He ain't lying. He ain't lying at all. Sure like, ain't lying at all. You could tell. Because I was like, why is this Doberman acting so weird and won't walk back? He looked at me like, is it okay to walk by? I'm steady waiting for the lady to get in the house. I said, man, you better go ahead on. I don't mess with your daddy and nobody like your daddy. I finally get in the house. It's our new house, upstairs, downstairs, about $200. Something perfect for my sister to be in, if she was in town. That I was gonna get from the lady, cause my place around the corner was only like 160, even though I had a private backyard, uh, a big courtyard, private entrance, all kind of stuff. That house didn't have, but it was still a nice house, upstairs, downstairs. I think it was a 2 bedroom. Mine was a little more luxury because the guy that I had my place from around the corner was an engineer. So it was a little more, pimped out. Had a lot of more luxuries with it, even though it was only $160 a month. I was like, is he serious? This man only $160? Man, I'm going to be here in this country for a minute. I was like, because I know you lying. And my family said, where you live, in a hut or something? Or little them things? I used to put out the picture of my house. I used to be like, oh. I said, yeah, that crib look better than your crib that you in. Paying what, $900? I said, mm-hmm. I said, I ain't even including the comfort of my own private backyard closed off. And then I can go outside of that into a big courtyard and just sit in it, bathe in the sun, ground myself in the ground, all kind of stuff. And on top of that, they had a big luxury tub, people. Woo! When I said that engineer hooked that place up, I said, man, it go 3 or 4 months of rent. The tub alone was like a hot tub. It reminded me of my house that I had to giddy up out of when I broke up with my ex that didn't want to break up. Even though I said no to marriage, she was like, I ain't trying to move on. I was like, oh, hell no. I said, look, you guy, I'm about to leave the country. So we going to both adjust, readjust, and go ahead on with life some way, somehow. But yeah, animals, yeah. Some of them ain't what you think they is. And why some people so close to animals, I don't know. But animals got parasites. You ain't supposed to be on animals all like that. Especially cats. Especially cats. So if you got cats in your house and you wondering why you sick, yep, that'll be the reason why you sick. That cat. Animals supposed to be outside. Unless you got them in a private part, they own section of the house. Because that's one thing my mama didn't do. She didn't let her dogs just be all over her house like that. The main thing, they guarded the front door and the back door. You would catch them at that back door, or you would catch them at that front door. But her dogs was not all over her house like that. She had them very, very trained, a Doberman and a Rottweiler. But yep, that's a true story. Really, really happened. As I was tripping, I'm like, what's wrong with the dog? Why he won't walk past? I said, oh, he's trying to see can he walk past because of my spirit. I said, baby, I ain't never seen this before, but okay. It was such an experience in that country, such a spiritual experience and awakening in that country. It was beautiful. That's all I can say. It was beautiful.